Hi everyone, this is Benz here playing the Tier 10 German heavy tank, the Mouse, here on Kharkov. Now, this is a pretty good map for this tank since it is very slow, large, and heavily armored. But at the same time, there are a lot of flanking routes, so you have to be aware of where the enemies are going to be coming from your sides, because this, and especially the new Stalingrad map, you can be flanked very easily, even though it's a city map, which older city maps like Himmelsdorf, you're a little bit more protected from being flanked. So it's just something to keep in mind. I'm going to be trying to stick in the 2 to 4 lines, usually in more mobile tanks, and even more mobile heavy tanks. I'll head over to the 7 to 0 line, because I like taking enemies out there and then focusing on wrapping back into the middle or pushing to the enemy base. I just find it's a little bit easier to break the enemy over on that side of the map than it is fighting in the actual city part. Now they do have arty, so I'm gonna try to stick to where I'm semi-arty safe. A little bit lucky that I pinned him, but IS-3 doesn't have great armor when it comes to facing tier 10s. Oof, that was a pretty lucky shot on his part. I think I hit him on the only part of the armor that could have deflected me. Hell, if you're gonna frickin' just drive out with your side frickin' exposed like that in a T-125, I'm gonna take that shot every single time. And I know I can deflect you because you're not exactly aiming that well either. Let's get him out of the way. He is the most dangerous gun out of him versus the Indian Panzer and the IS-3. I can't believe I missed that. That was a stupid miss. Alright, so I'm just going to push ahead. I should be able to deflect this first shot. Mouse doesn't have a great reload, so you kind of have to save your shots for when they count the most. I should be able to beat him. He's not even aiming at me, so I'd say I should be able to beat him into shooting me. Don't want to do that, because I will catch up to you. I didn't want to hit the mantlet, I wanted to hit the side. But thank you T-30 or T-54. Let them clean him up. That was an iffy shot, but I decided to take it just so we can get this guy out of the way. Oof, where the hell did that shot end up going? I thought that would have drew that E100's attention, but he's smarter than the average player. And he kept going after the person that actually poses a larger threat. I'm just gonna keep on plugging along here. Almost got him. Thought I would have been able to hit him through that gap, but I forgot that there was a little bit of a rubble pile there. So pretty easy win for our team. Just kind of drove straight at him. I deflected quite a few shots. You just want to keep your hull angled as much as you can, because your frontal armor and side armor are very good, but they're both not angled very well. So as long as if you keep yourself angled, you're safe from most tanks. You can ignore tier 8 tanks and tier 9 tanks without very good premium rounds. And your turret, just angle it when you're not shooting at people, and you're pretty much safe from most things. Premium rounds, especially from tank destroyers, can go through, but if you just angle a bit, like I was against that IS-3, then you're just going to deflect things, and you're just wasting their shells, which is your main goal in the mouse. You do have a pretty decent gun on this, but your penetration and accuracy leave a bit to be desired. But you do pack a pretty big punch for a tier 10 heavy tank. You have 490 alpha, I believe, which is fairly high. I'm gonna have to double check that. I haven't played this tank in a while. But yeah, you have 490 alpha, which is higher than the usual 400. So this is a pretty okay match. As far as damage goes, I actually got top 2. I did 3,413 damage. Destroyed one tank. And as far as experience goes, pretty low down the list because didn't really spot much of my damage, I believe, and I was mainly facing lower tiers except for that E100 and T110E5. So overall, I blocked 2,760 damage, didn't spot any damage from my teammates, and I capped a little bit, which all in all made a pretty decent profit for a tier 10. So overall, this is a good tank, even though a lot of people say it's kind of outclassed by newer tanks, since it is very large, slow, and the gun leaves a bit to be desired. But it's still a good tank at soaking up damage and doing its job when you pick the right spots on the map and you have a little bit of support from your teammates as well. So anyway, thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel to keep up to date with new videos I put out, and check out my website, wotguru.com.